Good evening, good people. Welcome back to GA Talkshow with I am Olivia and my partner Jasmita. So today we all know that coronavirus still increased and every country implemented a lockdown. Surely the older viewer at home get bored and looking for some movie references to watch while on the lockdown situation. Whether your family, your partner, or alone, but today we will discuss overall about one of the movies that has controversial in all over the world because of the storyline and the scene in movie itself. This movie is entitled Cannibal Holocaust, which received various criticism and was banned from several countries. And this evening, we have speakers who will provide some information and their perspective regarding this controversial movie. So, welcome, Mr. Yazid, Mr. Fikri, and Mr. Fahrul. Welcome, Mr. How are you, Mr.?
I'm good. I'm good.
To
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Can you say hi to the audience at home?
Hello.
Halo semuanya.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Yazid, I know that you already watched this movie, right? So, what is your response as the Commission for the Protection of Human Rights regarding the scene in this movie, sir? Does that include violating laws related to human rights?
think this film is very terrible. All the killing behavior is very real, and this behavior violates human rights without regard for human right to life. For example, gathering people in huts and then burning them, or when killing and cutting genitals is very torturous and violates human rights.
Okay, as a representative of Commission for the Protection of Human Rights, what suggestion or criticism would you give for this movie, sir?
It is right that this film is not allowed to be shown in this country, but if it is forced to be shown, it is better if the cruel and embarrassing scenes are removed.
All right, thank you, Mr. Yazid. And what about Mr. Fahro? What is your perspective as a psychologist regarding the scene in this movie, sir?
Okay, I will answer about it in all audience. I guess they feel like it is a terrific movie ever made. Why? Because it is so realistic. It can trigger ourselves and think that this film was real like that. So even the animal like that, nah, it can make us feel so very mad when we saw the animal have killed like that, and then we saw some people like have a terrified and sadistic moment like that. We cannot allow to see that, and then we have some in this movie like they are really so the scene like that, and I think this movie it's uh, not recommend to you that very have a low yeah like that. So it is
All
more.
right, thank you, sir. Then, is it possible for this movie to affect the mentality of the audience? If yes, what about impact will it have on the audience, sir?
Okay, uh, this movie can trigger depression in ourselves, like what Madam Jennifer, PhD from the University of California. Okay, in here, Madam Jennifer Ahern, PhD from the University of California, also explained that watching sadistic video and act of violence can make person always feel instead of being threatened, resulting in shortness of breath, hypertension, and excessive fear like that. It can cause our exacerbate anxiety like that.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Fahrul. And for the next, I will give the time for my partner Jasnita. So, my partner Jasnita, time is yours.
Thank you very much, Alipia. So I will ask to Mr. Fikri. This is my first question. After Mr. Fikri seeing and knowing the fact behind the animals that are victimized in this film, as one of the animal protection agencies, do you think that animal protection agencies out there are still lacking in efforts to protect wild wild animals, resulting in animals abuse in this film?
Okay. I think it all happened because of the negligence of the animal protection agency, so that unwanted things like that happen.
Okay. The second question is how or what steps should animal protection agencies take to prevent something like this from happening again?
Okay. We will tighten security for animals so that something like this doesn't happen again, and we will apply for permits for those who wish to keep protected animals. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Fikri, for the great answer. So next, let's our listen to the question from some of our viewers who may still have curiosity. Please, those who want to ask, please raise your hand.
Can I?
Yes, with pleasure, Mr. Ahmad Asin.
Okay, thanks for the time given to me to ask. I want to ask Mr. Ajit, but before I ask, I saw Mr. Ajit class look cute. Okay, okay. On the question, can Mr. Yazid mention to me one of scenes which according to Mr. Yazid is controversial and in your opinion, why it violates human rights? That's all I'm asking. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Asin.
Okay, thank you for the question, sir. For example, one of the controversial scenes which I mentioned earlier is gathering people in huts and then burning them. And why does that violate human rights? Because as in the 1945 Constitution Article 28A, everyone has the right to life and has the right to defend his life and existence. And the scenes clearly violates that article.
Okay, Mr. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yazid. And the next audience who want to give a question is Mr. Soleh. So, with pleasure, Mr. Soleh.
Okay, thank you. But is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I wanna ask by a psychological standpoint. In the movie, there are several scenes that are very tragic and very deplorable for me, and maybe for some people that are was watch this movie. Maybe also have feel a traumatized after watch this movie. Uh, from Mr. Fahrul as the psychologist, how to recovery and how to solve our solve our traumatized after watch this movie.
Thank you, Mr. Soleh. Maybe Mr. Fahrul, you will ask the question from Mr. Soleh, please.
Okay, maybe I just give some tips. Okay, not all tips, but it may make you feel better after you watch a sadistic movie, a scary movie like that. So, first of all, we need to uh, get some exercise about the movie. Like uh, when we are after we watch a scary sadistic movie like that, we feel in fight or flight in survival mode, and we need we need to apa um, we need to reduce trauma to get some exercise to act about the film like that. And then we need to understand it is just a movie like that, so we don't need to feel like scary. It's just a movie like that. And then we need uh some safety mode, like we need to come to our parents, our friends, to make us feel comfortable, feel safe like that. And then we need to distract our mind with something that make us busy and we don't imagine about that scary like that. And then we need to relax, just relax. Don't care, it is just a movie. Don't be like you are so scared about it. It's just a movie. To reduce your trauma like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Farul, for your answering my question.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Fahrul and all the audience who asked for this talk show. So, we can conclude that this film violates human rights a lot by showing clearly the sadistic scenes because it can disturb the psychology of the audience, and also this film clearly sacrificed wild animals where these animals should be protected. Maybe that's enough from us, hopefully useful for all of us. I'm so sorry for all my mistakes. See you next time.
Thank you very much, Mister. Thank you very much for the audience, and have a good evening for everyone.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you.